failures. Hi y'all, I'm Anna with Always Right, and today's video, we're going to examine my failings and set new goals that I hopefully will not fail as hard at. Let's go. So this is my Kanban board. Yeah, this was my first time using a Kanban board, and I will say it made work a lot easier. It made kind of like my goal setting for my personal a lot easier, and then I set myself up for failure on this side. So, oops, I failed at writing. What a surprise. If you haven't seen my video I posted like last week, I guess it was, I failed at writing because I just had a lot of stress in my work life and my personal life. Like there were days where I was seriously working from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., 11 p.m. And that was like for weeks, not just like a day or two. It's like I was nonstop working day in, day out, and it was not healthy. Hi. Let's talk about this. Kanban board, that's what you're here for. Let me see if I can raise this up for your standards. Okay. I did decent on work. I put a lot of stuff in the work category that should have gone in the work category like this quarter. So let's look at the things I actually did well, which is like the yellow, which is personal. Spoilers, it's not gonna be me achieving videos and stuff like that. I got all my Etsy bags listed. That's a huge win in my book. I think I listed like 25, 26 items. I read a lot of books. My quarter one reading goal was 8 books. From what I can see, I wanted to read 4 fun books, a craft book, an award-winning book, another award-winning book, and then like a classic book. I read 12 books in the first 3 months this year. My overall goal is 30 for the year, so I'm doing way too well on that. I did actually read 2 award-winning books, but the stickies are not in the like achieve section. They're in the out yonder section because your girl did not read these specific books. These specific books, it's Song of Achilles and Piranesi. I did not read those specific books. Instead, I read Tender as the Flesh and All Systems Read by Martha Wells, which was fun. I did not read a classic book. I did not read my craft book for the month. Now, my video section, and it's just gonna be really sad, so let's get through it. I did not do my Write Like video, which I really wanted to do. I did not do either of my masterclass videos that I had stickied here, and I did not do my craft book review video because I didn't even read a craft book. I do have one selected and on my lineup for my TBR for this 3 months, but I did not set it as a goal for my channel or for like my personal reading goal. And then the last few is to rework the Always Right website. I did not do that. I've decided I'm just gonna take it down. I don't want to do a newsletter with the website. It was like a job for me. It was like a part-time job editing novels, and I did not have the proper qualifications. I just kind of knew what literary agents were looking for, and I thought that was enough to get me going. Spoilers, it wasn't, but I learned that, and I have since like stopped taking applications and books to edit. And then my last little green sticky baby was to finish my bookcase, and I did not do that. I did work towards it, I did work on it, but I did not do it. Things that were outside of my control messed that up. Now for work, I'm not gonna go through it. Basically, it's like I set very lofty goals. I did not look at a calendar when I was setting these, and I'm gonna keep these so that I can look through them. But let's just, to be polite and nice to myself, say that I was being an optimistic fool when I set them. So goodbye, optimism. Now on the writing ones, we're not gonna talk about it. I did not have the mental capacity or the time, like I mentioned earlier, to do it. So I didn't do it, but I am still going to take them off, even though these are like literally my goals for this next quarter. We'll talk about that when we get there. So we have a blank Kanban board. I've got a piece of paper, very intimidating, I know. And let's talk about goal setting, baby. Pick a color, any color. We didn't use orange last time, so I'm gonna go in with some orange stickies, and I'm gonna use the orange stickies for my personal goals. That's right, we're doing personal goals, and I'll do work goals just very quickly. Goodbye, friend. And then we'll go over writing, and I'll kind of explain how I plan on actually bettering my writing odds. I gotta get my pen. Personal goals are pretty simple. It's basically like I want to do some more stuff for Etsy. I want to do some more stuff for my Etsy and then my mother's Etsy that she's actually launching this month or next month. I'm being optimistic. Then of course there's kind of the reading goals, and then there's like the channel goals. So let me get through the Etsy goals first. And my first little Etsy goals are just gonna be listing more items. I want to list 4 more Etsy bags. So voila, we have 4 little sticky notes that all say list Etsy items. I'm gonna put them on the board. Ta-da! We have Etsy. Now I'm going to label out my Etsy goal for my mother's shop, which is literally just launch the shop. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Next, one of my personal goals is to take a mini vacation this quarter. Last quarter, I just lost another pen. Last quarter was just heck. Ready to go. There it is. I am going on like a retreat for my nonprofit. That is different because I am going to be working every single day at that retreat. We have a nice little orange stack started. My next kind of goal is gonna be to call voters and remind them to vote in our local election we have in May. And this is something that I'm actually gonna work on this week. So I'm gonna put it in the doing category. Very nice. My next non-reading, non-channel goal is to survive our museum's fundraiser. I'm on their board. It has been very stressful. This is something that I'm actively working on as well. I have like 2 meetings in the next 2 weeks or so. So it's gonna go in the doing category. My last non-reading or channel personal goal is to fix this mirror. You see that like brown little boy right there? That's a mirror. That is a mirror I have owned for 2 years, and it has lived there for 2 years, and it just needs to be cleaned. It needs to have some like accents of gold added to it, and I have all of that. I have cleaning supplies, I have like gold leaf, I also have gold paint. So like there is no excuse for me not finishing that mirror right there, other than I've been lazy because it's been an inconvenience. I mean, it is a pain to clean that little room because I gotta move the mirror, sweep, 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 move the mirror, sweep, sweep. It's just not worth it. So your girl is going to do that. I like that with my Kanban boards. I've had like furniture projects, and then it's like, is she really gonna do it? We don't know. When I say restore, I don't mean like, oh, it was so fancy. I paid 20 bucks at a thrift store for it and I liked it. That's why it's here. And I need an extra mirror in my bedroom because for some reason, like this room that I'm in right now has 3 mirrors that I can see just looking like this. There's 3 mirrors, and my bedroom has no mirrors in it. And I don't want to move one of these because they're too big. So she's my bedroom mirror, and she is going to go in my bedroom this quarter, darn it. Now on to reading goals. So because I did so well with my reading goals last quarter, I can be a little lazier with my reading goals this quarter. My reading goal is basically to read 7 books, one of which is a classic, which I'm going to complete tonight. I'm finishing up Wizard of the Earthsea by Ursula Le Guin. Then I want to read 2 award-winning books and read 4 fun books. I've purchased so many and received so many books for my birthday this last week that it's like, I need to actually do it now. I need to read them. One thing I'm changing this kind of time around compared to last quarter is I'm not actually writing on it like what the book is. Please stop looking at my hand. Please stop. Okay, you don't actually get to see it, but I'm not listing the actual book on the little sticky because if I write the name of the book on the sticky, I'm not gonna move it down. If I do read like a classic book, but it's not this classic book, you know? Call it an OCD moment, call it what you will, but it's like, no. Yeah, because that's what happened to me last quarter, is I did end up reading 2 award-winning pieces of fiction, and then it's like, they weren't those award-winning pieces of fiction, you know? Now, let's talk real quick about channel goals. I want to do a masterclass video. Oh, I lied. I do have craft book video super casually on my list of goals for my channel. Oopsies. Ooh, that's a chunky personal section. The last 3 stickies that I added is April, May, and June vlog videos. Now I know like before the break, I was really aiming to get out 1 vlog, 1 kind of like sit down and kind of casual talk about writing video. The vlog videos were really taking forever, and I found myself not wanting to write outside of vlogging because my little pea bird brain was like, no, have to have shining camera to write. That's my requirement. I will not argue. I will not settle. So there's that, but I do plan on still doing some vlog videos. Good news, that's the biggest section. Let's go on to work goals real quick. Work goals are gonna go in this neon yellowy kind of, it's just neon green. This is green. Why does my brain say yellow? Okay. So that's it for the work stuff. That's kind of the big major points for work. Basically, it's buy stuff, talk to contractors, start doing stuff, basically, is like the gist of this. Now, let's talk about the fun section, which is the writing section. So we've used up these 2. Let's go for Baloo. I am changing up my, not goals, but I'm changing up my focus of writing. I've been pressuring myself to write Feathers and Ashes, and I am going to continue Feathers, but Ashes, I'm gonna like pump the brakes on it. I have a new book idea. It's like a trilogy. It'll just be a relief to write it. It's not so hard modern fiction, you know, contemporary fiction. It's more kind of fantastical. It's lighter. So we're gonna write a lighter book. Now we'll just call this story M for now. That's all you need to know. But I do want to get the outline, Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3, aka I want this book outlined, and then I want draft 1 done, or even just a 0 draft. I'd be totally down for. That's all for that. Now let's talk about Feathers, which is going to be my primary goal for writing. Honestly, with the M story, I would be happy just getting the outline and maybe Act 1 done, but I am going to be a little more optimistic and put Act 2 and 3 on the board right now, as you can see by all the little sticky boys. For Feathers, last time I literally broke it down into rewrite Act 1, rewrite Act 2 first half, rewrite Act 2 second half, rewrite Act 3. That is a bold blanket that I threw over my poor story. So we're not doing it this time. Instead, I am cutting it down into a goal of every odd chapter, which would use almost all of these stickies. So I'm not going to write all of the stickies. I'll start with 15 and go up. So here we go. I like that I can't remember numbers from like a 1 line to another. Good job, brain. Write chapter 1. Yeah, that looks silly, and that's just like chapter 15 through chapter 1, odds only. But I kind of like it. I know it's a lot more stickies than like last time. Last quarter, the same amount of stickies that are in this entire little row here was what was across both of these. And it was just too generalized for me personally. And I feel like by setting a goal for every odd chapter, it will help build my confidence back as a writer. Now, I do have one more kind of odd like goal for writing, and for feathers, I want to cap it at 45 chapters, which it sounds excessive. It's excessive, let's be honest. But I do want to cut down feathers to just 45 chapters. I feel like that's a much more approachable length for literary agents. And I remember when I was rereading it, thinking, oh, this is kind of like a filler chapter. We don't need her, girl bye. So we're girl buying a lot of chapters, is what I'm saying. Killing our darlings, cutting down the book, and it's gonna be a much better book because of it. So there she is, the final little goal. This has been a lot of fun. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments below how your goals have been going for the year, if you've had just a whirlwind of a 2022. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. I will see you next Friday with a fun little April vlog. Bye. Y'all stay out of trouble now, okay? Are y'all here? You here? You better stay out of trouble, you hear?